This is Neil Schneider for MTVS TV at SIGGRAPH 2014. We're in the art gallery at SIGGRAPH. Very, very interesting things on display here. To my immediate left is Emilio Vavarella. Emilio, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm based in New York. I'm from Italy originally. I have a background in political philosophy, but I'm an artist dealing with new technologies and also the political influences and output of new technologies. So this is what really interests me, and this is a piece that somehow deals with new scenarios.
Now we're going to get pictures of the technology here. What do you have on display?
Okay, so this piece is called Trans-Icon Morphosis, and it's based on a video chat system. On that side you have a computer station that communicates its network with another computer station. The peculiarity is this device here that is called Trans-Icon Morphosis. The device transforms emoticons into electrical impulses that then are processed through electrodes that are applied to the face of a person. And what happens is that each emoticon transforms the face of the person into that emoticon. So you will have a person that mimics each emoticon that is received. If you send a smile, for example, you will have a person smiling. And
so if I were to be wearing this device, I take it I see a metal cap there if I'm seeing correctly.
You will have electrodes applied to your face, and the device is inside the dome. But yes, you will have these electrodes, and at that point, whoever sends you an emoticon will shock your face through electrical impulses and will force your face to mimic the emoticons that are received.
Okay, it's safe?
Yes, it is safe. It's very weird. It can be painful sometimes, but that's very personal, and some people enjoy it actually. We have had a lot of people today really having fun with it.
The key is to have someone who's not overly emotional, or the other person's really going to... I'm just teasing, of course.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's very psychological. I think it's also the concept of pain is not that much physical as it is psychological, in fact.
But this is an artistic piece, and you're raising a point about how we're losing our ability to transmit emotions. What do you mean by that?
Okay, yes, in fact, when I started this project, I was considering the fact that we are losing the ability to show emotions through our face because we don't communicate face-to-face as we were, 50 years ago, for example. Today we have a lot of technology that mediates our communications. So what happens maybe in 100 years or 50 years, if we lose the ability to show emotions, we will need some kind of technology that can reproduce it.
Now, do you think we're losing our ability to show emotions, or is it more a case where we're just ignoring our ability to show emotions?
Well, we know that technology actually changed us, and I think that if you look at things with a broader perspective, it's very possible that technology is changing our ability to show emotions.
Now, I'm thinking, what are the ramifications of this? Now, for myself, I like to use chat services like Skype and different kinds of messengers, if you will. Now, are we facing a problem where people are dishonestly representing their emotional states? Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes. Well, I think that has always happened. People have always faked their emotions somehow. And emoticons they're not new. They were invented with a telegraph. So it's actually, they were applied to a very old technology. But what is happening now is that we can fake more. So if we are texting each other, I can send you a smile and I don't mean it. Maybe I just want to close the conversation, but I can just send you a smile and pretend that I'm happy about it. So this is the...
Yeah, we're rapidly moving into this direction where we're seeing head-mounted displays, virtual reality, telepresence. There's a lot of talk now of this Metaverse, where this fantasy virtual reality world could suddenly become a reality, where we'll see real-life Matrix-like worlds. Does your work have ramifications there too?
I don't think this work itself has ramification, but the way I think and what is my broader body of works, yes, it reflects all these issues, and I'm very concerned about the possibilities, but I'm also intrigued and interested and excited about the new possibilities. So as an artist, I'm not a techno enthusiast, but I'm not either a technosceptic. So I'm kind of in between, and with my works I just want people to reflect about these possibilities and to just come up with their own interpretation. So this work itself, I think it's ambiguous somehow, and in this ambiguity a lot of people can find and see different things. And this is also, I think, what art should do. It should just make you think.
Well, this is an art piece. I mean,
Yes.
but when I was looking at it, you see, I made the mistake. When I came here, I saw this as emerging technologies. I thought this was part of the emerging technologies exhibit, when in fact it's an artistic exhibit. But I see, I mean, it's a little different, obviously. But I see a practical problem that needs to be solved here. Is that we are moving into that metaverse and virtual world, and we have the presence there, but do we have the emotional presence there? What do you think? Is there an emotional presence in that virtual world?
Yes, I think there is totally an emotional presence. The fact that the virtual reality is so appealing is that it's extremely invested with our emotions. And this is why we can't really distinguish and see a big difference between reality and virtual reality sometimes, because we are invested with our feelings in the same way. So yeah, and I would like to add something else. You were talking about emerging technologies while I'm myself an artist, but at the same time these two spheres intersect and overlaps, and this is why we are just 20 meters from each other, because we are dealing with similar technologies, but maybe we are doing it with different perspectives. In my case, I don't want just to illustrate technology, but I was also to talk about the consequences and,
Well, I think what comes to mind here is it's not so much just about the transition of emotional states, it's the responsibility to do just that. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Very interesting surprise here at SIGGRAPH. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is Neil Schneider for MTVS TV at SIGGRAPH 2014. We will, of course, be back with more. Thank you for watching.